Alright, in this video we're going to talk about how to get out of stuck cycles. There's creation cycles and there's stuck cycles. And I'm sure you've experienced both, and you're always wondering, how do you stay in the creation cycle? How do you stay in the cycle of progression, moving forward, moving up, and really progressing to where you want to go as an artist? So, the sure way to get stuck, which you may or may not be aware, is by 1. Working too slow, 2. Not releasing your work, and 3. Not being confident in what you're doing. And all these 3 work together, right? So if you don't release your work, all these 3 work together. If you work too slow, you overthink too much, you doubt, you don't release your work, and then as a result, you feel more doubt and you feel less confident. And these bring you in a negative spiral. And we want to get out of that negative spiral. Everything in life works in cycles, everything works in spirals. You got the seasons, you got the days, everything is in a rhythm. And you're part of that rhythm whether you like it or not. And you need to harmonize yourself with the rhythm of life and the true reality of life. The true reality is you have infinite potential, and you create with your mind whatever you want based on your beliefs, based on your thoughts, and based on your actions. So first of all, we need to realize that we're living based on our subconscious beliefs. We're living based on what we think we can achieve in our life. We have a limit to that, and we need to break out of that. And a great place to do it is within your creativity, within your creative flow, within your music. Once you get to a deeper level with this, you'll realize the purpose of your music isn't even the music. The purpose of your music is just for you to develop a system to have more confidence in yourself, so you can be more fulfilled, expand your life, and really enjoy the exhilarating sense of being here, being alive. Because that's the greatest joy. That's what we're here to do. We're here to really enjoy. We're here really to help the people around us and really live and be fulfilled, right? And we're only really fulfilled if we're fulfilling our true purpose. And our true purpose is always doing something that creates the best good around us. And what is that? That it's not self-centered. That's what I have to tell you. It's not just about yourself. If you're doing something just for yourself, just for your own gain, that's not going to create lasting and true joy in your life. So when you're doing your art, you need to think about, how can I benefit others? What can I make to inspire others? That will give deeper purpose and meaning to your work and your life, and deeper fulfillment, right? So, and the universe will also assist you in a more harmonious and more concrete way than if you're just doing it for yourself, right? You can be super talented, but if you're only doing it for yourself, there's not too much chance it's going to work out, because there's tons of people just trying to do it for themselves. That's why a lot of people are running in same circles of downward spirals, because they're just thinking about themselves. But if we think about nature, everything in nature coexists with everything else, and it harmonizes and supports itself. The flowers need the bees need the flowers, the trees, the water, the air, the sun, the plants, all the animals. Everything recycles itself. Everything does something that then benefits another, right? And that's when they're living their full purpose. That's when they're living their full mission. Just like in a body, all the different cells are doing different things, but they're fulfilling their own mission. They're fulfilling their own purpose within the body and allowing it to work harmoniously as a whole. So, as artists, I think our tendency is really to think about ourselves and just look at me. But that's kind of backwards thinking. That's kind of cancerous thinking. You think about cancer and tumors, that's like something that's growing on the body, that is then going to take over the body because it's not working in harmony with it. Right? So the same thing happens energetically when you're an artist and you're just focusing on yourself. It's like a cancerous, tumorous, malignant thing that's then taking over and draining your energy. So you got to be aware, are you doing that to yourself? And when you are, slice it off and start moving forward in the path of what is really going to help you and others and give you joy. So a practical way that you can do that when you're making music is just take a breath or write a journal before you make music. Set your intention, set your determination. I'm going to make this, so what do the people need? Right? When I used to perform, I would go in the bathroom before and ask, what do the people need? I want to make this for whoever's out there in the audience. And repeatedly, that always created a much more fulfilling performance. And then as a producer too, before the artists come over, what does the artist need? How can I support this artist? How can I bring out the best in this? Let me give my best work to this artist. The thing about being generous and giving, when you give, you get. When you give, you receive even more. And if you're just thinking, what can I get? It's going to be opposite. You're going to receive less and less, and you're going to be less and less fulfilled, and you're going to repel people. So always be generous and think, how can you support? How can you help move forward the artist? What can you give? And having the attitude of like, let me give my best work. Let me give anything that I've made. Let me give the best work right now to this artist right now. And if you're an artist and you're releasing something, forget about everything you made in the past. Think about let me give my best work to the people right now. What do the people need right now? And then focus and really go and do it. Like, I want to give my best work. This is, what do the people need? How can I give it? What do the people need? How can I give it? So that's going to create a much more fulfilling cycle. So doing it for others, working fast. You work fast, you don't have time to doubt. I've talked about this many times. You got to work fast. Quantity over quality. Working fast and doing a lot. Because if you let's say you make one song and you drop it, it doesn't do well. But you're working slow. You're working too slow, so you keep looking at the stats. You keep looking at how many likes, how many comments, all that stuff, and it's not moving, so you're feeling more depressed. The more that you wait and you don't take action in making another song, the more depressed and more low your energy is going to get. This is why it's critical for quantity. You need to build. Don't look at the stats. If it does good, great. If it does bad, great. You have to keep building momentum. You have to keep moving forward. The benefit is in your practice right now. It's not in the song or how it did. The benefit is you harnessing this creativity, building this momentum, and building this strength. That's the purpose of Only Bangers Lifestyle. It's to help you have the correct mindset, have a clear plan, build momentum, and keep momentum so you're always in the zone, so you're harnessing the swag. So you're locked in. You're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, receiving the energy. And you can knock out a banger any moment because you understand your potential. You understand how powerful your focus is. You understand anything you made in the past doesn't matter. You understand speculation about the future is futile. You understand you have a clear goal, you are focused on it, and you're embracing every moment, every obstacle. And you're taking it from the ether and putting it into the actual reality and seeing the actual results and stepping outside of your actual comfort zone. It is difficult. I'm going to admit, it's not a simple procedure. That's why it's the Only Bangers Lifestyle OBL membership, How to Make a Banger University. We meet every week so we can really bring it from the ether to the reality. To have clear results, to fight the resistance, because there's going to be a ton of resistance. There is a ton of resistance. But in our call, we knock all that down. that's all chopped down, and we put it out. It's only bangers, we keep it gutter. We decide it's going to be a banger, we put it out even when it's not quote unquote perfect, because there's no such thing as perfection. The perfection is you embracing the moment and deciding it's a banger. That's what perfection is. Any other perfection of like, oh, it needs to be tweaked, it needs to be blah, 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 or next week, that's fear. And we're able to clarify and identify that. So, working fast, getting out of your head, getting in the zone, get it to the reality. Doing it for others. What do the people need? Practicing the whole cycle, the correct creation cycle. Create, release. Create, release. Then you get the data. Then you iterate. You make it better. Create, release. Create, release. And let me go back to the content piece. Like you're making a song. You're making the song, it didn't do too well. Right? If you're not making enough, you're going to drain your energy down by being discouraged on that it didn't do well. But let's say you're making a song every day, every month. Who cares about that song? I got the next song. Who cares about that song? I got the next song. You can't even look at the stats because you're focused on making the next song. And that's benefiting you because you're doubling your output, you're quadrupling your output, you're 10 times in your output. And you're getting better at the same time. And then you can go look at the data. And then it doesn't even matter 4 songs ago. It doesn't even faze you. You're a week into it. You're a few months into it. None of that even matters. And then you get to be pleasantly surprised on what songs are doing well. This is the best formula. No one has a formula like this. This formula I've developed of the correct creation cycle, only bangers mindset, quantity over quality, and then quantity and quality. It's a recipe for absolute victory. And I guarantee everyone who does this is going to have total victory. Many of my students already got out of 2-year, 4-year writer's block in 1 week of my program. 1 week. Right? So, it's the big picture here. Don't waste money on scammer schools that put a bunch of fancy equipment and tell you they're going to do all this stuff. It's all bullshit. You need to learn the essentials. Your mindset, your focus, your action, and your energy. These are the essentials to master. This is even before learning piano or learning how to make even a beat. Because you know what? You can be a master of piano or beats and still fail and work at McDonald's because you have a shit mindset. You've been taught with people with shit mindsets. People give incorrect information. Don't go on the road to ruin and be misguided by scammer schools and amateurs. This is how to make a banger. Everything I make is a banger. I'll show you how to make a banger. It's not a joke. It's total serious. So, get out of your head. Get in the zone. Get on the correct path. The road to riches, not the road to ruin. Understand every moment is vitally important. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? You're going to keep scrolling? You're just going to keep mindlessly watching YouTube or TikTok? Or are you going to take an action on it? So take an action. Join the Only Bangers Lifestyle membership. If you don't want to waste 10 years and $100,000. So, have a great day. Peace.